He was told we don't do hijabs here, now he runs the franchise. The fluorescent lights of a Quick Bite Burgers franchise in Houston buzz softly, casting a sterile glow over the counter. It's a busy Saturday afternoon in 2025, and the smell of fries fills the air. Amir Hassan, a 35-year-old Muslim entrepreneur, stands in line with his wife, Layla, who wears a vibrant blue hijab. Their 8-year-old daughter, Noor, clutches Layla's hand, excited for her favorite milkshake. Amir, a tech consultant with a growing real estate side hustle, is here for a quick family lunch. But as they approach the counter, the manager's sharp voice cuts through the chatter. "We don't do hijabs here," she says, glaring at Layla. "It's a safety issue." The restaurant goes quiet. Amir steps forward, his voice calm but firm, only to be met with a dismissive wave. Humiliated in front of Noor and a crowd of customers, he feels the sting of prejudice. But Amir isn't one to back down. A year later, he'll walk back into this Quick Bite, not as a customer, but as the owner of the entire franchise chain, with the power to rewrite its rules. This is the story of a man who turned rejection into revolution, proving that bias has no place in business. Amir Hassan is a success story. Born to Pakistani immigrants in Houston's Alif neighborhood, he earned a computer science degree from the University of Houston and built a consulting firm, Tech Trend Solutions, that serves Fortune 500 clients. His real estate ventures, focused on community-focused properties, have netted him $20 million. Today, he's just a dad treating his family to burgers, but the Quick Bite manager, Karen Phelps, has other ideas. Layla, a school teacher and community advocate, is used to stares but not outright hostility. Phelps's claim about safety is baseless, no food prep is involved, and Layla's hijab is neatly pinned. Amir challenges her, "Can you explain the policy? We're customers, same as everyone else." Phelps doubles down, saying, "It's not about you, it's about our image." The implication is clear, Layla's hijab doesn't fit Quick Bite's brand. A cashier, Jamal, a young black Muslim, looks uncomfortable but stays silent. A customer, Sarah, a college student, films the exchange on her phone, sensing the injustice. Amir, shielding Noor from the tension, leads his family out. Sarah's video hits X, tagged #QuickBiteBias, and racks up 300,000 views by evening. Layla, shaken but resolute, tells Amir, "This isn't just about us. It's about Noor, and every kid like her." Amir nods, his mind racing. His brother, Tariq, a lawyer, urges him to sue, but Amir has a bigger plan. "I'm not going to fight one store. I'm going to own them all." Amir dives into research. Quick Bite Burgers, part of Pinnacle Foods, is a national chain with 200 locations but shaky finances. A 2024 earnings report shows a 10% revenue drop due to mismanagement and boycotts from prior PR scandals. Amir sees an opening. He meets with his financial advisor, Priya Patel, who confirms Pinnacle's stock is undervalued, making it ripe for a takeover. Amir rallies a coalition of investors, Muslim, Black, and Latino business leaders who face similar discrimination, and begins buying shares through discrete LLCs. The X video goes viral, hitting 2 million views. News outlets like Al Jazeera and the Houston Chronicle cover the story, and protests form outside Quick Bite locations. Phelps issues a weak apology, claiming a misunderstanding, but Amir isn't buying it. Sarah, the student who filmed, becomes a local activist, organizing boycotts with Layla's support. Amir quietly funds Sarah's campus group, impressed by her courage. At home, Noor asks why the lady was mean to mommy. Amir kneels, saying, "Some people don't understand our strength. We'll show them." His resolve grows. This isn't just about one lunch, it's about every Muslim, every minority, told they don't belong. 10 months later, Amir's coalition owns 52% of Pinnacle Foods shares. At a shareholder meeting in Dallas, he reveals himself as the new majority owner and CEO. Phelps, invited as a regional manager, freezes as Amir takes the podium. Quick Bite is now under new leadership, he says. "We're building a franchise where everyone is welcome, hijabs, hoodies, or anything else." The room erupts in applause from younger executives and investors. Amir terminates Phelps, citing her discriminatory actions and a pattern of customer complaints uncovered in an audit. He promotes Jamal, the cashier, to store manager, recognizing his potential. X lights up with #Amir owns Quick Bite, and a viral meme shows Amir and Layla entering the Houston store, captioned, "They said no hijabs." Now he runs the show. Pinnacle's stock climbs 15% as customers return, drawn to Amir's vision, inclusive dining with halal options and community outreach. Amir's triumph isn't without sacrifice. Online trolls target him with Islamophobic slurs, and he installs security cameras at home after threatening messages. Layla, balancing her teaching job, worries about Noor's safety at school, where classmates taunt her about her hijab. Amir sits Noor down, sharing stories of his parents' struggles as immigrants. "We don't hide who we are," he says. "We shine." Phelps, fired and disgraced, tries a local radio interview, claiming she's not anti-Muslim. But Sarah's video, combined with Jamal's testimony about Phelps's bias, buries her. Jamal, now thriving, trains staff in cultural sensitivity, inspired by Amir's leadership. Sarah's activism grows into a nonprofit, Unity Eats, funded by Amir, advocating for inclusive businesses. Amir reflects on the incident's weight. The manager's words weren't just an insult, they were a challenge to his family's identity. He hangs Noor's drawing of their family in his office, a reminder of why he fought. Amir's leadership transforms QuickBite. He introduces halal menus, hires diverse staff, and launches a $10 million fund for minority franchisees. A 2025 restaurant business report notes that fast food chains nationwide are adopting inclusivity policies, citing Amir's model. The report finds a 20% rise in minority-owned franchises since 2020, driven by public pressure and leaders like him. On X, #QuickBiteBias evolves into #EEqual, a platform for sharing discrimination stories in retail and dining. Amir speaks at a national business conference, his story inspiring minority entrepreneurs. Noor's school project on Muslim culture wins an award, and Jamal's store becomes a model for the chain. Phelps fades into obscurity, a lesson in the cost of bias. Amir's story is about more than one man or one franchise. It's about a system where Muslims face discrimination 40% more often in public spaces than non-Muslims, per a 2024 Pew Research study. Amir didn't just buy QuickBite, he exposed that truth, turning a moment of exclusion into a movement for inclusion. His chain now serves communities others ignored, proving that diversity is good business. The cost was high. Amir still checks his phone for threats, and Layla carries the weight of her daughter's scrutiny. But hope shines through, in Sarah's advocacy, in Jamal's leadership, in Noor's pride. Amir's victory wasn't just owning the franchise, it was showing the world that identity is a strength, not a barrier. Amir Hassan didn't walk into QuickBite to start a revolution. He just wanted lunch. But when they told his wife, "We don't do hijabs here," he didn't just fight back, he took charge. By owning the franchise, he turned prejudice into progress, proving that power lies in rewriting the rules. This is a story of resilience, redemption, and redefining welcome. It's a reminder that when the world says you don't belong, you don't just walk away, you buy the table and set a new menu.